All right, all right, all right. I am recording this after the fact because I forgot to record this morning. I thought, well, maybe I'll just record today as a compilation thing, and then I thought, no, I'm gonna make a video out of it. So this is us on our way to our first call, even though in reality I've already left. But yes, we are on our way right now to install a Moen Flo on a 1-inch water line, as well as install an earthquake valve. Earthquake valve is on an 1.5-inch gas line, and it's going to be pretty cut and dry. We're just going to cut open the stretch and then disconnect the meter, and then we're going to mega press onto it. So we got that for the earthquake valve, and then add a bracket. And then we got a Moen Flo. I do got to alter the water line a little bit. It's in the garage, but I got a simple way to make that work, and so that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, so we are on our way there. And mega press, honestly, mega press gas lines, especially out here in California, are safer. Let me explain my reasoning, why I think that, why I believe it. Because we have earthquakes here. And threaded pipe is a great way to conjoin pipe together. But when you thread pipe, you're actually weakening that portion of the pipe, because you're removing layers in order for it to fit into the fitting. And in the event of an earthquake, that's typically the first place you're going to find it snapping. It's going to be at a fitting area off the threads. But mega press fittings are designed to take impact and still hold its pressure. Like, I don't know the exact the stats of it. The stats of it, but it can literally bend in half and still hold pressure, which is important for a gas fitting. So because of that, I do think mega press is actually superior than the typical threaded connections. But yeah, I'm interested to know what you think. But anyway, I will see you there, and let's get it. All right, so we're gonna put an earthquake valve here. We're gonna cut into that line and mega press 2 adapters and anchor it to the wall, and that'll be cool, man. So this is an earthquake shutoff valve, and they make 3 different sizes. This is a horizontal. They make a vertical, and they also make a diagonal. This is probably the easiest to work with, and then the vertical, and then the diagonal. It's a pretty simplistic design. It's got a flow direction that you got to follow and adhere to. It uses a ball system, so it's open and then closes when it rattles. So helps protect the system in case of an earthquake. Pretty good. Perfect. First, see where we're at here. Alright, so see how it's green? I don't know if you could actually see that or not. Okay, now in the event of an earthquake, right, it starts to rattle. I don't know if you can see it, but it's red. So that protects it. Alright, so we're wrapped up. I didn't record this because I couldn't get the stand. I'm on a slope here. I couldn't get it to prop right for you to see, but it's anchored in. It'll keep it stabilized from getting bumped. And yeah, man, that's it. We're on green, we're open. On to the next one, huh? All right, we're gonna be installing a Moen Flo. I think we're gonna cut here and we're gonna 90 over, up. I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do yet. I will get back to you. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna cut here and we're going to cut here. We're gonna press the 90 up. We're gonna go this way, down, and then the installation of the flow and reconnect here. So it'll go, all right. Left-handed. Left-handed. As you can see, that's a very tight space, and this won't fit. So that's why the close quarters come into play here. Got those out of the way. See here, mix it in, and then we grip here. Right. Put that in, and we will take a look here. Little stud finder, stud there. So we're gonna go here. All right, we're wrapped up. We got the 1-inch installed. Flow going in. So all of this is captured. We got this mounted, anchored into some studs. And we're good. I don't know why my camera's struggling on focusing. I gotta figure out what happened to my camera settings, but we're wrapped up. All right, bro, look at this view. I know I got bird crap covering, but yeah, look at that, man. Laguna Beach, beautiful. Laguna, I don't know what I'm singing. Yeah, so we wrapped up with this call. We were able to get in the earthquake valve as well as the Moen Flo. And then we will be returning to install a PRV ball valve and a new RP system. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, man, we are now headed to do a disposal, and that will be the end of the day. We're going to be throwing in a Insinkerator Pro 333 3/4 horsepower. Get her done. This guy's a repeat customer. He's a neighbor. I've done a few things for him. Real cool guy. And so we're going to be throwing that in. I guess he had some sort of water damage happen. I guess they had a couple of different things happen, one of which was a failed disposal. So we are going to correct that and then get it going. So I will see you at the job, my friend. All right. All right, we are done. Put in that disposal. You know, here's what I don't get, right? So the InSinkErator Contractor 333 is the contractor. It's the contractor disposal of 3/4. It's a great disposal. My question is, why don't they include the cord? That doesn't make any sense. As a contractor, I want the cord included. And if I'm buying the disposal with the easy connection, give me the easy connect cord. Make this thing simple for me. You know, I'm an installer, right? I'm a plumber. I'm installing this stuff. I don't want to have to wire the pigtail into it. You know? That doesn't make any sense to me. I could have swore previously the Contractor 333s had the cords with them. I thought they were already like installed, actually. I don't know, but I was very disappointed when I found out that I had to wire the easy connector. You know, that don't even make sense. Like, anyway, we got it installed. It's finished. He's not leaking. He could use his kitchen again. And I like InSinkErator. They make good disposals. Not a fan of the Badgers. Usually, it's really weird. Normally, if it's a 1/2 horsepower unit, I'm putting in like a Moen, the Moen disposals. And then for 3/4 and up, I'm doing InSinkErator. But yeah, I just don't like the Badgers. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on the Badgers? I used to throw a lot of them in, but they just look cheap, and they are cheap, you know? At least with the Moen 1/2 horsepower, I can't remember the model. I'll try to look it up and then post it as I'm speaking right now, but that model is a stainless steel grinder, where even the Moen Compact, which is awesome and I like to use to save the customer space, the compact one is galvanized grinder, but all the Badgers are galvanized grinders. They're not stainless. But Moen, their bigger unit of the 1/2 horsepower, is a stainless steel grinder. So it's really good if the customer, depends on what the customer's wanting. Like if they want the 1/2 horsepower, if they want it to have small, then, or if they wanted to have more space, then I go with the Moen. If they want the stainless, I go with the Moen. But until InSinkErator can maybe come out with the stainless or a compact, then maybe I'll go back with that. But yeah, we're done, man. So see you in the next one, dude.